går iväg. Cannot see, det går iväg.
Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, night turns to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe.
Det går iväg.
Cannot breathe.
När jag, du går iväg. Cannot see, du går iväg.
Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Det går iväg.
Cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
andas när jag
Cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
andas när jag, du går iväg.
Cannot see.
Du går iväg.
Check. Yeah.
What up?
Yo, what up? Let's turn the music off.
We're
Boom.
live.
We are live, I think. There we are. We are live. Welcome everybody to what I think might be our best show yet. I mean, for so many reasons. I know
Whoa, already 84 likes.
already 84 likes. That is
You
a
guys
record
barely get to that.
in a show. Yeah.
By the end.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you guys.
Wow,
everybody.
93. Look at that.
Yeah, well, our viewers are through the roof. We got the Fragey bump. That was what it was. It was the Hormesis bump.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. We know what you guys are here for.
Yeah, we know what you guys are here for, but what we are here for also is to give you guys an amazing show. So a lot of you guys are first-time viewers, first-time listeners, and we want to welcome you guys with warm, open arms to the Spick and Span show, which we do every Monday at 4 p.m. We also give away great things, not just codes, not just passwords, as a lot of you guys are here for. We give away Alex Fragey jerseys. We give away
Paintball tips,
paintball knowledge,
strategy, concepts.
If your name is Ivan, you might win a poster that's already been signed for you, sitting in my on my desk for the last month or two. So yeah, I mean,
Did someone hit you up for the mask? The
goggles.
The goggles? Did he?
No.
Oh, so we're giving it away, or?
Well, I'm gonna give him another week.
Okay.
Steve Segovia won the push goggles that we were holding for a month and a half. We gave away push goggles last month. next month we're giving away some good stuff. And I was supposed to actually have in my hands some of the HORMESIS headbands, but FedEx is taking their sweet time to get them here. So I'm waiting just like you guys are. A couple of things I need to clear for everybody who is watching this right now and here specifically for the password. We're gonna have Alex Fragi on the show a little bit later, and we're gonna bring him in on the shrunken head box. And,
what is that machine called?
We haven't. Oh, from Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
I'll figure it out.
Can anybody give us the name of that machine that shrinks people from Honey I Shrunk the Kids? But all right, for the HORMESIS drop, okay, I'm gonna be giving you guys clues throughout the show. Most likely, you guys all know what the word is already. It is going to be travel themed oriented. Could be a vessel or vehicle that I travel on, that maybe you sit on.
Your American Airlines number?
It could be my advantage number. It could be
Social
how
security
many million
number?
miles I've flown.
Your passport number?
My passport number. No, because it's something that they all know.
Yeah.
It could be a place. It could be something that you eat. As a matter of fact, speaking of eating, behind me in these green bowls are a nice little snack. It's a delicacy, as everybody tells me. We have, to our loyal fans and friends and listeners, you guys have really twisted our arms since day one of our show. And this is also our 30th YouTube episode, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all coming together. And we've got our eating terrible things. We started with the duck. It was a duck egg, the 1,000-year-old egg after World Cup. It was a bet between the two of us, and then it has grown into torture.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do it. Welcome to Jackass kind of thing, you know?
I think I definitely had some long-term damage from the
Peanut brutal challenge.
Yeah,
so
stomach.
But also, so this will be funny if you guys like to watch your favorite pro players throw up. Then that's going to happen probably a little later in the show. So a couple of rules for the headband drop. You can only order one headband, okay, guys? So if you guys do get the code, you figure it out throughout the show. You got to enter the code in all lowercase, okay? All lowercase letters. If you buy multiple headbands, if Alex Fragi is looking through the list and he sees your name twice, order canceled, money refunded. I'm sorry. We just want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity, equal opportunity, as best we can to get these things. And I know that a lot of you guys who are here are huge HORMESIS fans. I want to appreciate the support as well from you guys because this is my first Signature Series drop. The boxes look amazing. I wrote you guys all a nice little
those
message.
boxes look sweet. With the bubble lettering on them.
Yep, with the bubble lettering.
Yeah.
That's actually going to be on the back of our jerseys. Shout out to Dizon. Eddie Dizon, not Ronnie Dizon. That was kind of your idea. Oh yeah, also, shout out to all the members that are supporting us throughout the show. We are just hitting over that, close to that 100 per member mark. So, everyone, for all of you guys, we really appreciate all that support. And I think we actually just got Avery Gibson. Shout out, thank you very much, Mr. Peniel. Thank you very much. So I add all the names to a little wheel at the end of the day, at the end of the show. We will spin this wheel, and you're going to be winning some stuff. Let me put Mr. Avery Gibson. You're on there right now. Bingo. All right. Yeah, so we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about a couple of things. Oh, also, Iron Kids. That is a free shipping code for the HORMESIS headbands. If you guys find out what the code is, I don't know if you're going to even want to mess around because these things go so quickly.
Yeah.
And when you're typing in other stuff, like, I think just get it and just get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what we want to start with is the WCPPL. Kyle and I just got back. I got back last night. He got back this morning. We coached our teams. I've been working with LA Savage, for quite some time. As a matter of fact, one of the players, Earl, actually ate a Balut in front of me on FaceTime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these guys eat it all the time. Pretty much everybody on that team. I got mixed reviews. The judging from his face, his facial features when he was doing it, didn't seem great. But I kind of realized that it was, it's kind of like an oyster, right? You just got to swallow it. You don't chew oysters, and oysters actually aren't really that good. It's just kind of like the idea of eating it, you know?
Yeah.
Like oysters are pretty gross. I don't know. I'm literally shaking thinking about this.
I've been ignoring it the whole time.
Yeah, Kyle's really been fighting. He's like, I'm not even gonna do the show today. But yeah, congrats to all the winners. Kyle's getting all the final scores. Congrats to, I got to give Glenn Forster. I'm going to give him 2 shout-outs right now. I'm not sure if he's watching the show or not. But the first shout-out is he coached the 3 teams that he coached. I think all 3 of them won in their divisions, respective divisions.
What was the other team besides
Hunters? I think he had a D5 team, which is like the wild cards, I think.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they won. And those guys are good. Those guys should not be D5. I think they smoked everybody.
I saw some D5 players this weekend, like fading, doing blind shots, like dancing in the blind zones, and I was like, and I have guys that are, have a little trouble holding their gun correctly, and like, something's not adding up.
I did see that too. I saw a couple of people in there. Like, yeah, I saw the same thing that you did. You're like, you look a lot better than what D5 should be.
I saw someone trip out of leaving the back center this weekend. Drop their gun on the ground, go to the snake insert bunker, get there, and then realize their gun was back in the back center and look back, which I was pretty surprised about. I wish I would have had that on video, because I think it would have went viral. I'm not sure if he forgot he dropped it or he was like, I'm just going to get to safety first. But that was
Did he run? What happened?
His gun got shot a bunch of times while it was on the ground. So as he was going to grab it, with it had 6 hits on it, and then he grabbed it and he was out.
That wasn't a teammate of yours, right?
I'm not gonna disclose any information.
Got it.
Or throw anybody under the bus.
Well, I do want to take a minute to give praise to my team, the Savage guys. I mean, they look like a completely. You mentioned it too. Like those dudes looked. I've been working with them for about a year, a little bit over a year, and they were quite rough around the edges. And I think that a lot of the topics that we talk about kind of spawned from what I'm working with them, and some of the BKI stuff, especially some of the drills that I'm coming up with, that we come up with, are based on how we see the team interacting and what the scenarios that they're in. Yeah. And we can kind of come up with a way to explain how best to break a situation down, which is the containment issue, which we talked about for 2 events or two shows. Sure. That I did a whole drill for BKI about specifically, and that was kind of when you own the outside, and we keep letting guys fill. Guys would always fill, and that actually happened to us the first day on Saturday really badly against you guys. Actually, we would we would be in your snake. Yeah. And your guy in the back center would shoot our guy and then fill all the way out. Yeah. You know, I just shoot him. We played each other the very first match. Yeah. Our first game, your second game. And Kyle won. But we were in the driver's seat on most of the games.
And I took Marcelo down with one of my other teams. So I didn't win the tournament, so...
You're not the first person that also mentioned that to me. Someone else goes, damn, Kyle took down you and Marcelo. And I was like, thanks, dude.
I'll take it.
I think it was one of the refs. Dizon, thanks for reminding us. Shout out to Igor Pimenov for his win at the WCPPL this weekend. He's a summer camp vet, BKI veteran as well. I'm going to go through a list of a handful of players.
I heard that Igor played really, really well, too.
Good. Because I told Glenn, I was like, Igor's good. And he's like, yeah, he's got great fundamentals. Glenn's really hard to please.
Did Igor play on the Premier one? Or
I believe he played P4. I think he played on the Premier line. Yeah. I'm almost positive he did. And then the other, so congratulations to Glenn for coaching 3 teams to victory. The other Glenn story that I ran into him on Friday, and he was standing outside of the porta potties with this pink. This is a pro tip from Glenn, he said, and please share it on the show. He specifically said share this on the show. So he's got this stick It looks like a giant toothpick. It's pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's all pink, and you're just standing there. And you see Glenn. He's like pretty disheveled.
Yeah.
He kind of looks somewhat homeless, and he's always digging through the trash cans, like recycling, which is good for him. I praise him for recycling.
And like happy grumpiness. Like
He's
joking
like
around, grumpy.
He's very grumpy, kind of like never anything nice or good to say.
No. It's tough. I think I've only got one smile out of him.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So this made him. This amused him. So he was standing outside the porta potty. I was like, "Hey, Glenn, what you up to?" And he's like, "Stirring shit." And I was like, "What do you mean stirring shit?" He goes, let me let you in on a little tip here. You know when you think the porta potties are too full and they're like full? Nah, these things don't get full. The poop just floats. So you got to go in there and you got to stir it up. You got to stir it up and get it down. And I go, "What? Hold on, stop. You're waiting for people to get out of there so you can stir it?" And he's like, "Yeah, it comes up, piles up. You got to get in there with a stick." And I go, "With that stick right there that you're holding in your hands?" He's not wearing gloves. He's not wearing a mask. It was awful. Like, and then the door opens. He's like, "Share that with the Spick and Span show." I think I was wearing the Spick and Span shirt.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "Share that on the show. Guys are gonna love that." And I'm like, "Okay, Glenn, I most certainly will."
Jesus.
That was awful. But yeah, like I had a lot of compliments from a lot of players out there, specifically about the Savage guys, because we went after we lost to you, we didn't lose a point.
Yeah.
We went 4-0, 4-0, 4-0.
Yeah.
And on our last match last match before we went to the next round.
Yeah.
Last match of the prelims, we only lost 2 bodies the whole match against that Gods at Work team.
Yeah, the team we.
Or no, Guns for Hire.
Yeah, that we played right before.
Yeah, so like we, even you're like, "Damn, really?" And then High Tone came up. He was like, "Damn, you guys are playing like really well."
Yeah.
So that's always really great to hear. Fran even low key gave us a compliment.
Wow.
Yeah, which is another, Fran gave us a compliment. He was like, "Wow, really guys are looking good, man. Those guys are looking good." I was like, "Whoa!" I was blown away.
Yeah.
So,
I'd even give a shout out to Marcelo's team, the Lords. They're playing way better too.
They are.
From last, how they were playing last year to now is complete 180.
Quick shout out, Mr. Jeff Santo. Thank you, I appreciate that. That donation to the show.
Wow.
That was really, really nice.
Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate that. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Also, guys, I know a handful of you guys are joining as members. We appreciate everybody who's a member. To let you guys know, there's 3 tiers to joining if you guys want to join and help support the show. One of these days, actually, Steve Frazier just gave us a router, which we can now move the show, and we can
Into our man cave.
we can move it into the man cave. We're gonna have a background. We can do all this stuff thanks to you guys.
Do you remember
and the
that
support.
old show, the Man Show?
The Man Show.
And we actually have a trampoline
We have a
out
trampoline.
there. So.
Yeah, Camille can jump on the trampoline.
Yeah,
in the background.
get the friends over.
Yeah. So we are upgrading the show slowly but surely, all thanks in part to you guys. And Kyle and actually we're talking about it last show. We've been doing this for a year.
Wow, yeah.
Like we started this in the pandemic when everything shut down as a way to stay connected with our fan base. And so we appreciate that. Also, Patrick Valentine, Mr. Peniel, that there's different levels. The discounted merch perk, we give you guys discount codes. I got to update those for you guys as well. Anything from 10% off at Valken. There's a HK Army discount code. There's some free shipping discount codes. There's Indo Soul, which is 20% off, which is some sustainable sandals. And yeah, we're constantly kind of giving you guys of those. And then there's the super mega support status member, which you get all that other stuff. You also get a monthly gift, which we are making some Spick and Span shirts, courtesy of Island Designs. Some of you guys got the coffee mugs that change color. Some of you guys got the sticker sheets, and you get a little signed poster. And you guys are just super awesome. We'll give you guys all that. So yeah, we want to appreciate everybody that's joining, and we appreciate all that. So we have we want to always give you guys some tips and tricks as well. And Kyle actually has a couple things outlined based on what we saw. You know what I mean? Actually, this is crazy because one of my game plans we lost a point, and I was just kind of really frustrated. We were up on that elevation team.
Yeah.
We were beating them, and we lost we had a pretty bad loss. Like, we made a big mistake.
Yeah.
There's 45 seconds left on the point, and then it would have gone to overtime, and we lost that point also. We shit the bed, as some people would say, but that brought up like kind of a thing, like kind of watching the zones and understanding what the other team might be doing, right?
Yeah.
So when we're trying to score a big point, we need to realize like we need to open up our vision just in case something goes badly. And actually, I saw you when you guys lost that one match, or you guys tied. Who was your last match in the prelims? When that team was like running down the Dorito side constantly.
Yeah, which is what I'm going to talk about.
Exactly.
I think it was the team that you guys played.
Guns for Hire.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah, because they came down the Dorito side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this brought up a good point that something you guys will always experience in a tournament, no matter what, and especially as you go in the later rounds into quarterfinals, semifinals, in the finals. Typically, those point spreads are a little bit closer, and then when you have a team that's down points, that they have nothing to lose at that point, because most likely they already have the mindset that we're at a huge disadvantage right now, and we have to just try something. And typically, the team on the other side of that's winning, they think like, hey, we can just we can hold off the point, just by sitting in our bunkers. And you see that commonly for a lot of you guys that have watched Go Sports, especially that Russian Legion 9-second point that we saw. And the teams come back a lot of times, or can win that point. So it's you really need to have a kind of advanced idea through those 5 players on what you're going to do and how to handle it. So what I was thinking about when I was talking to my team a lot about just throughout the tournament is like, so let's just say, let's just say you have a minute point. It might be 45 seconds. It might be 30 seconds. A thing that I always tell my players is that break it down into 2 sections. So if it's a minute long, there's going to be 2 30-second sections of where different things transpire. And then on top of that, whatever it is, if it's 30 seconds, then you have 2 15-second windows. So typically, if you see on the bottom here, this is how this field that we were just playing was commonly, played out. There was one guy that would go out on the snake side, sometimes 2, but a lot of times there was 2 guys at the back center, someone always in this tower. Those 3 spots were usually occupied, sometimes maybe just one guy in the back center, and then a guy usually out here on the Dorito. But these 2 front spots that I've marked, that inset Dorito, and then what's commonly known as the God, that laydown bunker, those were probably the easiest front spots to go to. So typically and I'll just draw the shots here off the break. In this 30-second time frame, the first section, guys are usually they're going to try to send someone out wide, and then they usually come through the middle. And if they don't come through the middle right away, they're going to come down the sides right away and then follow up in the middle. So I have it outlined here with what these guys are doing. All those red areas that I marked, those are pretty much the danger zones that they kind of need to get watched over to make sure no one blows through. And those front spot guys, a lot of times I'm talking to them about, in that first 30 seconds, you're going to see someone flash through across the field going into the snake if you're the Dorito player, or someone's going to come through the middle. Whether or not most likely it's kind of a 50-50 that you'll shoot that wide guy, but you will clip a guy in the middle if you have 2 of your front guys watching that inset zone. After you clip that guy, what typically happens is maybe you just have one guy back center or 1 or 2 guys in the back, and they're the only gun wide. So the person on the outside is battling with that person. And once they get them in, because as a back player in this situation, you should submit, because you want them to get as close. You want them to have to come bunker you out, essentially, so you can burn off as much time. So you're kind of submitting as a back player, not playing as aggressive as you usually would in any other point. So when that player on those outside finally see that, like, okay, maybe my guy that was going through the middle got stuck or he got shot, then they need to go. They battle really hard. They put that back guy in that was holding him up, and they forget about those front guys because they were looking inside for that first sector, that first 30 seconds, which I put on the top here, those 2 sections. And so I always have my front guys in that spot after about, splitting the time, whatever it was. Those guys, after they shoot that middle guy or see where the other guys, they switch to the outside to catch those guys that have eventually put in that back guy that submit. And then now you have an extra lane that those guys kind of forgot about, and they're running through that. On top of that, a really good thing that I think a lot of teams don't do is make a move really quick when the whole team's in motion. So that most likely that team is still going to try to shoot some shots off the break, but then they're going to be a freak out moment where they're like, it's do or die right here.
Right.
And if you make a quick little bump there, they might not see it, and then you're having a different zone where you might be able to capitalize on that. And I mean, that's kind of, if you're just sitting there waiting the whole time, and the other team knows exactly where you are, they have nothing to lose, and if it's just a 50-50 gunpoint at that point. And so, it's just being dynamic and trying to stay on top of it and moving as they're moving. And also a big thing is not carrying 8 or 9 pods in a 30-second point. It blows my mind. Even like my snake guys, my front guys, everything, like carrying 6 pods and there's 20 seconds left. I'm like, dude, drop that weight. Front guy, I'm thinking about that every time. If there's a minute left, I go from 5 to 4. If there's 45 seconds left, go down from 5 pods regularly to 2 pods. If there's 20 seconds left, maybe just take a loader, in 1 pod. Always be thinking about those elements and focusing.
And then also kind of understanding what both of the game plans are. Like, this is what happened to us, and this is my big mistake was we were tied with 46 seconds left, and I went full. Our guys love this call called Comanche. They're like, we need to do Comanche and try to score the point. So I made the call, but what I failed to do was get to your spots, do the 30-30, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you want to still get to your spots, shoot your lanes, and then go for offense, right?
Yeah.
And then that way it doesn't really allow the other team too much time to be able to come back on it.
Yeah.
Which is where we made the mistake. Is I've had 3 guys run really far. We lost 2 off the break.
Yeah, watch that.
And then I always leave 2 guys in the back. Like Yosh is always our rock,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Dynasty. We're gonna go try to win this point, but me and Yosh will sit back and make sure we don't lose the point.
Yes.
And that's a huge key factor on all these things, especially going for those extra points and always knowing what the other team's objective is, right? So we were talking about this too. Is we were the 2015 World Cup in that the documentary 15. Kyle knew what the other team needed to do. So rather than being selfish and trying to get kills or just hide, at that last second or so, you looked inside and realized instead of me trying to fight off this impending attack, which is what everybody does, they kind of stay in their zone. You go, wait a minute, what does the other team need to do in order to win this point? And then you look, you obviously looked across and you shot Greg trying to come up the field.
Yeah.
But a lot of players want to stay in this mindset of I'm doing my job and I'm assuming my other team's doing their job.
Yeah.
But you can't always assume that because you were the last guy alive. And
if
you didn't look inside to basically you got to guard the flag.
Yeah.
And remember when we got relegated?
Yeah.
Same exact, and Riverside, same exact thing. Glenn, instead of him going, what does the other team need with the Russians?
Yeah.
Or Heat?
Yeah.
In order to win this. And he stayed kind of looking on the outside tape instead of guarding the flag, and they ran right by him and then scored the point.
Yeah.
Dalton did the same thing back in 2000 and whatever, where he was only playing the tape, not worrying about the middle, and J-Rab just ran right up the field and scored the point.
Yeah.
So always have that in the back of the mind. By the way, guys, that was a clue as well. There was a little tiny hint on as to what where you might find the clue to the answer in that one. So I dropped that specifically for you guys, for the 300 of you guys who are not usually here on Mondays.
Just to add on to what Ryan was saying there as well, as a big thing that we see a lot with especially Division 3 or lower is that a lot of the players, as soon as they shoot 1 or 2 guys from the other team, you always see both front guys on both sides, the snake and the Dorito side, usually try to take off, and there's always like one other player that takes off from the team that has 5. So it's a 5-on-3. Everyone, thinks, hey, we just shot 2 guys, let's go. And then they run, and then a lot of times that's how you see teams win 2-on-4s or 2-on-5s, because those guys get clipped. Because you guys have to put yourselves in the other team's shoes, which I know a lot of you guys realize this, that when you lose 2 players, you just go, oh shit, and you cross it up and you start shooting the lanes, and then all of a sudden people run through it, and then you're back in the game and it's a 3-on-3. So a big thing that I was expressing to my teams that I was coaching this weekend is like, yes, at the beginning of the game, 5-on-5, you should have a coordinated idea of attack, how you want to get some ground, how you want to get into the Dorito 3 or Dorito 4 or the snake if you can, before the other team is able to. But on the other side of that, if you shoot 2 people off the break, it's not like rush at that point. You want to actually, in my opinion, sometimes take a step back, control the zones, and make sure everybody knows where all the players are, because those 3 guys are either going to stay in that same spot, they're holding lanes, or they're going to try to make a desperation run out to the tapes, which you'll pick up on if everyone stays put. Like, a big thing for me, and I think I already talked about this a few shows back, that like, if I make it to the snake off the break, and I still have the whole tape clear, if we've shot 2 guys on the snake side, instead of going straight down to their snake, I'm going to stay at the snake 1 and make sure that back center is not able to fill out to the snake side until I can get, my guy behind me, and then he can hold it, and then I can go.
Yeah, and that was what our biggest struggle has always been, and then it all clicked in the last 2 matches in prelims for us, and then we kind of dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
Like, in that elevation match. It's
Yeah.
like we let those guys fit that guy and the kid in the green jersey.
Yeah.
From the we shoot the first guy, California guy would just slide right out to that corner every single time. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. And they realize, they're like, wow, dude, those guys were playing so much tighter than what we were playing when we were playing everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Once you get out of that prelims round, guys get a lot tougher to play.
Yeah.
So hey guys, I'm gonna show you a couple of the headbands. I didn't actually get them, but I want to bring them up a little bit. Remember, it is a travel oriented clue or password, and it could be a food. It could be somewhere that I have traveled to, somewhere I would like to travel, or it could be a vehicle or vessel.
The Evergreen ship
It could be the Evergreen.
that clogged up the Suez Canal.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be the Suez. No, but I have.
Is it Suez?
Suez. So check. I want to show you guys actually. Here, I'm gonna pop in Young Sloan's named headband right here. So this one is called the Sloan. It is one of the favorites. I definitely have to get one of these things to hold on to. The next one is the MVP. You guys can see how there's some different patterns in there, which is kind of cool. Also, just how that dye process went. It's pretty cool. You guys are all getting locked out from guessing too much. I'm going to give you guys some more clues, but I just don't want everybody to start guessing it right away, and then you don't need to watch the show anymore.
Yeah.
We got to remember, like, trust me, you guys are going to get the final clue is going to be the giveaway. But here, this is actually, here, I'm going to show you guys the tails real quick. Tails look pretty cool.
I wonder how many people have typed in Balut.
I know.
Into there.
Or where Balut's from. I've been there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, these look good, right? This is my favorite part right here. Is
wait, so all of those are your signature series? Or
yeah, these are all different signature series. It's like, I think the different lines are like, it's like the MVP, the Trickster, which apparently Oliver wanted to name the Jerk, which is that back one right here.
The green one?
Yeah, the one with the green pattern on it.
What about the Riddler?
There's the Surfer. There's the... I actually don't even know all the names. Do you guys know all the names? So this is what's cool. This is my favorite part. This is something that I worked really hard in order to get on there. And this is a game-worn jersey sewn into the inside of every one.
Alex wrote in the chat that the
wow.
password won't be active until the end of the show. So you're going to have to just stay tuned and stop typing in and crashing.
No, and the password is not changing, guys. I don't know if you guys are crashing the site or maybe there's so many incorrect answers. Hold on, we're gonna jump over here. Let's do this. Really quickly, before I jump up, we're gonna call Alex. We're gonna get Alex on FaceTime right now, and like we usually do, he's gonna tell us a little anecdote, a little story, probably be funny, say something funny, and all that. In the meantime, just for those of you guys who are joining us for the first time, you guys all have access to a 50% off your first month's membership of BKI. And a lot of people ask about the BKI membership. It's, obviously a clinic is the best thing you can do, but that's not always readily available. Also, being able to retain all the information from a clinic is also somewhat difficult to do because we're giving you guys a ton of building blocks. With the BKI, through the BKI program, there's been 4 guys have gone pro. 5 guys have gone pro. Mike Urena, Austin Beatty plays on Aftermath. Christian Martinez plays on the Ironman now. Harrison Stanton just got picked up for AC Dallas's pro line. Brandon Unger was a BKI member. Brandon Trujillo is on DMG's semi-pro line right now, and we're pretty confident that he'll probably get moved up within, at the end of the year or next year.
Yeah.
Sebastian Lopez and Gabriel Pino are on the Hurricanes semi-pro team. They met Jeff at the Combine, and now are on that team. We've got Trent Nita, Zach Carter are both on Grit's semi-pro teams. And Team USA also just practiced, so most of the Team USA kids are all BKI members. So the program works, guys. It's
and I found a new prodigy this weekend.
Yeah,
they've already signed up.
And he signed up for the summer camp on the spot, which I believe there's only 1 spot left for the summer camp.
Yep, there was 2.
There were 2.
He took one of them. They signed up at within an hour.
Yeah. Loyal Blue Fox is a new member of BKI, and I know she's contributes being ready for the tournaments this weekend from as a result of watching a lot of the BKI content, some of the stuff from the Nick Laval clinic and whatnot. Waverton, is Trent Nita on the Hurricanes now? That kid jumps around. He was on Aftermath, then he was on Grit, and now he might be back over there. So we need to thank Paintball Fit also for the USA practice. They let everybody play on the USA practice. And Ben Sloffer was picked up to replace Thomas Green on the U16 squad. So that's an announcement right there. Yes, 1 spot left for the summer camp. All right, let's give Alex Fragi.
Just really quick to I know you guys, a lot of you guys probably know, but we didn't cover this. So who won the Premier Division, which is basically it's like what would you say, Division 2?
Yeah,
and then you're also allowed to have a pro player as long. I believe the criteria is you can't have won a pro event. Or maybe it's like, I don't know, under 4 years. I'm not sure. I know Ryan and I can't play. That'll be a lot of fun. But Hunters won. They don't have a pro. They're just a beast of a team. And I was talking to one of the guys that we know, Jason Webster, and he was saying out of the last 9 events that they played, I think they've won 7, maybe 8.
Yeah, that's a pretty good program. And we talked about it, dude. Those guys are good. We've practiced them a bunch.
Yeah. They give us a run for our money even when we practice them with like 5 pros.
Oh, and Mario just dropped it. The Hunters and the Gummy Bears ran without a pro on their squad.
Oh, yeah.
So they're allowed to have a pro player on their squad, and they didn't have one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big. Gummy Bears took 5th, but...
Yeah, Hunters first. Phoenix Rising Gold, I know, had Clint Johnson on there, and Violence had Mark Johnson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from AC Diesel.
AC Diesel.
Yeah. And so D3 was SD Mob. They won. D4 was Hunters again, so they won D4 also. And then D5 was the
I think Glenn
LA
is watching the show because when he must have heard us talking. Hold on. You guys can't really see this very well, but this is a picture of all the medals that Glenn got this weekend.
Yeah. Jeez.
Jerk.
I
don't know if you guys
that's like, yeah.
That's even worse.
But I wanted to give a shout out to I coached a lot of teams this weekend. Probably I think 5, 4, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, 5 I think.
He doesn't even know how many teams.
Like literally,
he's there for 14 hours a day.
It's a long weekend. Friday. Our first game. Yeah, the games are early. 6:45 is the first game.
Before sun rises.
So I was there. Yeah, 6:45 to 7 most of the days. But the organization, the Felons, their D5 team. It was 3 of the guys' first tournament. They only had 6 guys playing total, and they took 6th place.
No way.
Which is awesome. There was 30 teams. They took 6th place. It was right after our game when I was coaching Critical. Yeah, but they played lights out, and there's a really good younger kid that reminds me a lot of myself, smaller guy, quick, fast, attacker, that played phenomenal. So I want to give a big shout out to
Yeah,
to
I'm
those guys.
excited to see him play because
Yeah.
the Felons were telling us how well he was playing. We're
Yeah,
like, really?
yeah.
Like, let's see. Come on.
Yeah.
We
And 2 of the guys never played a tournament that were on that team.
mm-hmm.
True D5.
True D5.
Not
oh, you want to move that?
you played semi-pro and then your rank dropped and they went back to D5.
All right, we're gonna get Fragi on the phone here. There he is, Mr. Hormesis himself. Are you wearing a Hormesis shirt again right now? There it is. Oh wow. A little further.
Yeah, I gotta move this Sprouts thing.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see this?
Camille stole that. Yeah, Camille stole that.
Well, that was wrong.
And Alex might even give you guys a clue as well for a handful of you guys. I hope everybody's got notes.
Is this too bright?
No, it's
Still
good.
moving?
No, it's good.
It's good.
I do have a funny story about the Balut situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about it.
So we were in the Philippines, and that's where Balut is from. By the way, the password is not Philippines. So we were in the Philippines, one of our first international trips, and we had a little bit to drink, and we were hanging out in the street looking for some late night street food, and we walked up to this lady's cart, and I went for the boiled peanuts, and Ryan went for these. They looked like little pieces of calamari kind of on this skewer. And Ryan's like, these are delicious. And he's scarfing them down. He's like, you want one? I'm like, nah, thanks. I don't really know what that is. I'm good. I'm going to stick with these peanuts. I'm familiar with those.
I'm familiar with
my buddy
those.
Kit walks up, and he's like, Ryan, you know what that is, right? And Ryan's like, no, they're delicious. He's like, those are pig anuses. So Ryan was down on some Filipino calamari.
Hey Ryan, we're nowhere near the ocean, man.
Oh man.
And the password is not boiled peanuts either.
No.
Yeah, we've got some balut. We got some right here actually. One of us is gonna eat it. I boiled 2. Quincy gave me 3, thinking that Camille was gonna eat one. But here it is. Inside of here is a fertilized
nightmare.
Is a nightmare. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Password is not pig anuses either.
All right, well we're dialed in to get this jersey going. If you want to do that right now.
Okay, yeah. Let's Is it? I think it's up all the way.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool shirt, Alex.
Our jersey winner from last week did not claim the jersey, so I'm gonna give away this one's for this week, and I'm kicking another one down to you guys to give away on your wheel.
Yeah.
And we'll do that. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for it?
Yeah, let's spin the wheel right now. This is the wheel for the email list, so I think everybody who's watching the show right now is already...
All 1,316 people are on the list, and here we go. Welcome to Ryan's Wheel of Glory. This week's wheel is brought to you by HK Army and the Venus Ladies Razor. Let's get ready to spin. Here we go. And if you're at home, remember to buy HK.
And don't forget to buy Field 1.
Landon Shell at live.com.
Take a screenshot of that. Congratulations, Landon Shell.
All right, Landon, I will be hitting you up in a little bit and sending you an email and seeing if you want the jersey signed or not. So, congratulations, and thanks for supporting the Spick. Oh, check it out. I got my Spick and Span
Stickers.
sticker pack. Yeah.
Ah.
Little care package from Ryan's sticker sheet with some notes on the back.
Oh, I need those notes. Is that any account numbers? Is that maybe a clue? Is that a clue?
It looks like.
Wow. Uh-oh, we got a little lag. Are we lagging?
A little bit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It might just be Mike. Oh no, it's your computer too.
Uh-oh. There we go. We're
And I
back.
do have some headbands here to show you guys. Here's the Sloan, like you were showing earlier. They come in this pretty slick box that we're doing. Did special edition just for this run of headbands as a Ryan Greenspan pin. A message that Ryan wrote himself to the people that are going to receive this headband. A blue velvet bag with RG18, his moniker on it, and then a signed autograph or a signed photo of Ryan down there at the bottom. So pretty nice little kit, especially if you like Ryan. Me personally, I threw mine in the garbage, but that's just me.
I think. What do you bet? What do you want to bet that if someone Googles Field 1, that someone's going to go dumpster diving for that Field 1's address and goes dumpster diving for that headband?
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to come in the door, guns blazing right now. I've got double locks on.
Give me the code
For the HORMESIS shop.
Yeah, you wouldn't need the code if you came here. You could just take the headbands.
Yeah, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, I had a bunch of guys
Anyway.
from my team. I'm glad that you didn't tell me what the code was, because you know how I am
Yeah,
with
you're not good
keeping
with
secrets.
No,
So
no.
I had
I got
a
a
bunch
good
of guys from
story.
my team. They're like, "Can you give us a clue?" And I was like, "I wish I could give you a
So,
clue."
so
but I have no
actually,
idea.
Kyle, you actually played a big role in the origin of this whole headband project. Believe it or not. So,
Really?
Yeah, when we were practicing you guys before World Cup, I had a bunch of headbands. They were the very first prototypes, and
I know where
walked
this
up
is
to you-
going.
I walked
know where
up
it's
to you with
going.
one. I was like, "Here,
It's a
I got
good
this
story.
headband for you. You want to wear it?" And you're like, or no, I'm like, "Here, you want this headband?" Me and Oliver are making these headbands, and you're like, "Yeah." And then I had it, and you had it in your hand. I had it in my hand, and I said, "You gonna wear it?" And you're like, "No, I can't wear it." I'm like, "Well, then I'm not gonna give it to you." Then I walked over and I was like, "Hey, Ryan, you want this headband?" He's like, "Yeah." Ryan wore it, feasted, MVP, first place, the whole Megillah. And now we're doing a headband line for Ryan, and he's going to be rich. So,
But also to add on a serious note, where I thought you were going with this story, but it took a turn, is that I said, like, I'm not gonna wear it because I wear my headband that I have had for so long. Like, I don't want to change it. And it's something that I brought up. I talked to a lot of people, with your guys' headbands. And then the headbands that I'm going to be making soon here, is that, like, a headband for a lot of players is something really special. It's like a priceless item that they have in their, like, I'd honestly rather lose my gun than the headbands that I have in my bag that are 10 to 20 15 years old, because it's priceless at that point. So I think that sometimes a lot of people are like, why is this just this piece of fabric, the price the way it is, or why is it so expensive, or why are they reselling for so much? And it's because, I don't know, like, it's going to be something that probably made once, never going to be made again, and it carries a lot of like stories and memories, I think, behind it, and that to me is pretty cool aspect of this whole headband thing in general.
totally, and that's kind of our mission statement. When Oliver, had the idea to do this, I was going through some of my old gear, and that's exactly what we were talking about. These items, which are inanimate, scrap pieces of cloth, have these memories that are kind of alive in them, and that's special for you.
Yeah.
Like I've got a couple of my old ones here. Like this one's Iron Kids one. It's just a crappy old headband, but the vinyl wore off, and that's actually colored in with Sharpies. So it's like, definitely, has, probably wore this one a ton. That's like the one from, I was wearing Serial Killers, these old, just haggard headbands that just, this is probably my favorite one. Yosh actually went to the fabric store and put this together and just had some person sew it. But it's like seeing some action. So
Yeah.
You're totally right. And really, it is just a headband. What matters is what it brings out in you and what memories you create while wearing it. So it's not a piece of technology.
Yeah.
It's a piece of fabric that goes on your head.
Yeah.
So, and ours are everyone's unique. They're made out in the forest in Bali, and the ones with like leaf patterns on them and different textures they actually take a big leaf and put it on there and then put the dye over it. So it's not like it's printed on a machine. It's like very old world, way it's created. So yeah, we're happy with the product, and yeah, we're glad to be working with you guys and Ryan and yeah, I didn't know. Well, I did know you guys were making your headbands because I was talking to Mouse the other day about it, and that's sweet also. So you're gonna have to kick me one of those down when you get it.
For sure. We should have them, I think, done here pretty soon within the next few weeks.
Nice. If you could roll it up on a toilet paper roll for me.
Oh, that's nice. Is that a Balenciaga shirt you have on?
It is, dude. You know what they do?
Oh, no, it's a HORMESIS shirt.
Yeah. They take this wax, this stamp that's handmade, and then dip it in wax and press the wax onto the shirt, then dye the shirt, and then melt the wax off. How cool is that?
Burn it onto your skin.
Yeah. I mean,
And
yeah.
then they drip it on Oliver's back.
The reason I have this is because they made it backwards. So he sent it to me.
Oh man! All right. Well, do you want to sit? Who do you think should eat the balut? Me or Kyle? Should I eat it?
Kyle for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
I think he worked.
Kyle should eat it, and then you should spit it into your mouth.
He worked so hard this weekend.
I'm sick as a dog.
He should be rewarded with this delicacy, is the way I see it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting. Yeah, look at everybody. Everybody thinks Kyle should eat it. I agree. Yeah, I'm with you there. And I told him he's like, I'm feeling a little under the weather. You know, I like a little sick kind of.
I begged Ryan to push it to next week.
But I said, hey, look, it's like duck soup. You know, and that it's so good for you. I asked the doctor on my team, who's also Filipino, who also eats these things, and he goes, "Yeah, for sure, it's got to be good for you. It's got."
Yeah, I heard that's what they're using to cure the coronavirus out there. Is Balut.
Yeah. Balut is power. They see Earl ate one. Earl on Sunday took a shit in the porta potty like 17 times.
Yeah, it's the Balut weight loss program.
yeah, it's the new diet. And we can't do it next week because next week's show is going to be postponed because I'm going up to my hometown. And I'm going to visit you guys. I'm going to be up there.
Yeah,
road tripping.
that would be great. Yeah, so maybe we could do the webcam. Maybe we could do the webcam from up here.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Also, and that was the clue is not where I'm from. That's not the password. But if anybody does know, shout out.
And just so you guys know, I'm not going to activate the password till around the end of the show. So if you have guessed it right at this point, it will change. So just know that it'll change back to what it's supposed to be.
So yeah, we're gonna. Nope, sorry, Andy. My hometown is not going to be the password. I'm gonna give you guys the blockbuster clue at the end of the show, and that's towards the end of the show, and that's that Alex will activate it right then.
James,
Sebastopol.
Sebastopol, as I like to call it, Sebastopol low end of the gene pool.
That's what the Marin County assholes call it. Yeah. all the rich folk from Marin County up on the hill by the water, overlooking San Francisco.
Dude, don't condescend to me, man. All right,
all right, bud.
I love you guys. Thanks for the support, and looks like the show's a success. And if you're tuning in now for the HORMESIS drop, make sure to tune in again because these guys are great, and the show's always a lot of fun. So donate, contribute, keep it rolling. Be part of a community, and that's one of the things that I'm really happy about with HORMESIS is the community that's kind of developing behind it. Let's keep it rolling. Love you guys. See ya.
Later. Thanks, Alex.
Later, Alex.
Bye.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Alex. We appreciate that. I know a handful of people have been asking also about this is a Q&A session. This actually started up as a Q&A, and we started adding our own topics. So if anybody has any questions aside from what's the password, we're happy to answer them. As far as clinics that we have upcoming, I will be in Minnesota at Annandale Paintball May 15th and 16th. We're doing an open clinic on the Saturday and then an open play day on the Sunday. Those are always really fun. I do really enjoy doing those things. Yeah, smash that like button. That's right. Thanks, Bobby Builds. Yeah, so okay. Thanks, Steve Frazier. Guys, the password is going to be...
I don't know what the password is. Well, actually, I do now.
Yeah,
Ryan just told me, though.
I just told him what the password. So it's written down.
Because here he can monitor me, make
Yes.
sure I didn't give it out.
Yeah, give it out. Because Kyle would have given
Yeah.
it out if someone gave him $20 or $15 or something along that.
I actually bought 20 already. I'm gonna resell them on eBay.
Yeah, under different pseudonyms, different
Yeah.
email addresses.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, we will be giving away an Alex Fragy jersey to somebody. Lucky winner here. Don't go too far there, bud. Oh, you're gonna fix the light?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move this up so you guys can get a little better view here. So I would like to do some sort of like on who's gonna eat this balut. We're gonna get this rolling here in a second. I do want to answer a question that we had sent in from Steve Frazier, longtime original, one of the very first supporters of the show. He said that we like paintball. So COVID has screwed with a lot of people's lives. We in the paintball divisional world have sad and happy to say have benefited from it by way of access to more world-class pro players. So basically, Kyle and I have taken up a lot of time in going up and doing a lot of private coaching and stuff like that. But as the world comes back out of this, do you see the NXL going back to normal schedule? And will divisional teams lose the ability to have pro coaches? And that's actually a really good question. I enjoy working closely with a team, right? Because you bond with them.
Yeah,
you get to really see them grow. Like watching the Savage guys, how well they did. Like this weekend was awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
you feel like you're on the field.
Yeah, you feel like you're on the field.
Yeah.
And like some of the guys, the older guys on their team, like the guys who played with them before came on, they're like, holy, who are these guys? But at the same time, I do really, really love being able to go out and do clinics all around the world because that allows me to kind of, it's not selfish, right? I get to go out and be all around the world. We go to England, we go to France, we've done Spain, I've done South Africa, we're talking about going to India, all down to Panama, South America, all these places that I've been to, which is really great, and showing kind of just seeing what the talent's like out there, but also just lending out our skill sets. And so, yeah, it's been win-win for the pros and for the divisional teams. So I hope that we're able to stay close and keep working with these divisional teams.
Yeah.
However, from a standpoint of wanting to travel, I got to keep those miles up because American Airlines, I might lose my status. And it's important that we get out there and kind of like. I'm glad to be going out to Minnesota. I want to make sure that paintball is growing everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you have any clinics or events or trips coming up aside from summer camp?
Well, we have that one mutual clinic. Actually, we need to still get our flights for.
Yep. So we will be, I believe it is, that one's in May actually.
On Mother's Day.
Don't tell Camille.
Weekend.
May 7th, we'll be at Boston Paintball's facility doing a one-day clinic. And
That's a Friday.
That's a Friday, and then the 8th and 9th in May, we're gonna be down
AG Paintball. New Hampshire.
but doing a closed private clinic for just some teams.
Yeah.
Which is another great way to do that. Minnesota confirmed. There we
Yeah,
go,
but if you have a team, that's interested, that's actually something that, we like growing the sport as well, but we really enjoy being able just to work with a team as a cohesive unit. And really advance what they already know. That is a lot of fun for us too. So if any of you got local teams or even not non-local, we love coming out to help and do that as well. Someone asked up here. Asked what player inspired me to become a pro. I don't know if it was any specific player inspired me to become a pro, but I will say the player that inspired me the most to become the player that I am today, I would probably give to Brandon Short, actually. I loved his playing style, and before I knew him, those 05 super dominant era, and it was funny because I ended up living with him. So
that was cool.
Yeah, it was a great story.
I do remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
In particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the pro from our time, like our pro guy that was resident pro was Daryl Trent, and then Billy Wing, and then when Eric Roberts got picked up because we worked at the paintball shop together.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you guys know who Eric Roberts is. Billy Wing is still relatively involved in paintball.
Yeah.
But he was like on the out of control team that I played on, and then I saw him like I wasn't on the team yet, but I was the Grom at the paintball store.
Yeah.
And then I watched him go pro, and I remember seeing him, and then I remember seeing Eric Roberts come back with like a new Revolution view loader, and they're like, yeah, they just gave it to us. I'm like, what? So that was pretty cool. That was like I guess because it was harder to look up to pros back then because they weren't as accessible. There was no internet.
Yeah. You gotta go to Barnes and Noble.
You had to go to Barnes and
Faceful.
Noble. Yeah, I mean, I think there was Action Pursuit Games was the only magazine.
Yeah.
Back when I started.
I think Billy Wing has his own live show also.
Oh, he does. Yes. Yeah. His live show.
Tech-based show.
The tech-based show. So, all right,
Thank you, Keegan.
Yeah, appreciate it. I hit you with an air horn. Everybody gets the triple air horn. Actually, and our friend who is also a member gave us that download. So, I saw that everybody kind of said that you you get to crack this sucker open.
I think you should
Crack it open for you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could crack it open.
I think cracking it open is the funnest part about it. So, I want to see how you do it.
How I crack it open?
I want to see how you do the whole thing. I think you need to find the top. So I guess you kind of flip. So I think the top is here. Just judging from, you don't want to eat the bottom part.
Okay.
So I kind of chip away at the top there.
It's
don't hit it hard.
Or
don't hit it hard. I think there's some. You don't want to have the shells going in there because you got to drink the stuff in there.
I mean,
use your fingers. So is that the right side?
I don't know. Oh.
Oh yeah, there we go. And then kind of peel that shell back. We need to get a napkin.
Oh.
So for those of you, don't let too much of the juice go out.
Wait, I thought we were pouring the juices in.
No, you
You
get it all out of that egg.
Wait, I gotta just sip it from the shell?
Shout out to Dougie. Yeah, Dougie.
I'm sipping it from the shell?
Okay, so just so you guys know, Balut is yeah, there we go, Dizon. Balut is a duck embryo. So basically inside of here is a duck fetus that was once I need some salt. It was once fertilized, and then its life was ended. Show it to the without spilling too much of it on the table. So right in there, yeah, in there is there's a baby duck in there.
Dude, it does not smell good. So I gotta drink this now?
I think you eat the whole thing.
I'm not eating this whole thing.
So drink the juice.
They said drink it.
Does he eat? Oh, it doesn't smell bad. Here, salt, pepper, lime juice. Here, you want to get a little salt on there?
Pet it.
Huh?
Someone said pet it.
You want vinegar? Vinegar with garlic? I've got some Kung Fu tonic.
People are saying don't do it, which is scaring me.
Well, I got 2 of them, so I mean I know that you kind of lost, but I want to see what happens and then judge whether I'm going to do it or not.
All right, I'm gonna just drink it.
Just drink it and see what happens.
Okay. Can you get that bag close over here?
Do you want?
Yeah, that Trader Joe's bag here, just in case.
Shout out to Trader Joe's. Here we go.
Did you put salt on it already, or?
No. You cracked it open. It's been. If you want to put some salt in there, here. There you go. That's a nice little.
That was like 1 kernel of salt.
Wasn't that bad,
No,
huh?
it wasn't.
All right, I have to
the juice wasn't that bad.
I have to do it now. I just needed to see how you were. I think it's this side.
Oh.
All right, that didn't seem so bad. Yeah, so yeah, D's on. It doesn't seem that bad at all. Oh, this is gross. Does yours look like? Oh, dude, it. So yeah, again, everybody who's watching this, every month, once a month, mine looks way different than yours.
Oh.
What?
It just looks so gross.
Shout out to Jacob Cardiff. Thank you very much for the support. Dude, mine looks way different than yours. Did I open my mine upside down? Fort Key. Loot. Thank you guys.
Aborted chicken.
Yeah, aborted duck, actually. Mine doesn't have any juice in it. I don't know why I keep calling it juice. Oh. How's that burp?
Not too bad.
Okay. Get a little salt on here.
So when you watch your the guy on Savage eat it, he drank the juice.
He drank it first. They call it the soup, actually, because juice is more reserved for. Hey, thanks everybody for your donations. Let's keep hitting the like button. Are you gonna take?
Dude,
That is gnarly.
really gnarly. Oh. Oh.
I didn't have a lot. Oh. Don't eat the hard part, so don't eat this thing at the bottom.
Don't eat that?
I don't think we should eat any of it. Oh.
I can't eat that.
You know.
Oh.
It's actually not that bad.
Oh, this was your bag. It's the texture.
Oh, there's the bird. You know, I could see, like, the yolk. Oh, God, what's this slime? The yolk part's actually, this part right here is not that bad. But I see the baby duck right there, and that's where I'm going to draw the line for sure. But.
Oh.
Huh. This part is actually, I'm not going to lie, guys. Once you get past the veins and things.
Dude, how are you eating that?
Like, that part's not bad.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. It's kind of like a visual, like if that thing were cut up, and maybe the actual duck itself, the little baby duck that's in there. I mean, there's like feathers. Oh, that is awful. That is awful. Kyle, look at this.
Hold on.
Look at this. So, that right there. Look at that. That's the baby duck.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna tell Alex right now. Whoa, let's get this thing. Let's move these, huh?
Put those under your bed.
We've got one more.
Hands are shaky.
Your hands are shaky. AJ, P. Yo, shout out. Thank you guys for the donations during that. That part was kind of brutal. Shout out to AJ Panera. Oh, sorry, dude. Panerejo. AJ Panerejo. Sorry. Things are hard to do right now. A little bit. But what's worse? So far we've eaten a 1,000-year-old duck egg, which was pretty much just like that, just minus there was a duck embryo and there was no juice or,
I'm
or
done
soup.
with the eggs.
Yeah. There was the peanut brutal challenge, which I think had the largest adverse effect on us. There was
long-term, probably.
Long-term. Camille's thing was obviously the easiest because we ate some, that was, pretty cookie cutter. And then there was also,
Should we bring that back down or?
what? We just leave it there, I guess. Oof. But yeah, that was so. I think you guys. I think it's got a bad shake. It's got a bad rap.
The Balut?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't eat that again. I think I'm good. I'm kind of glad that I have. And when we ate the durian fruit, that was not as bad. It was kind of it's all the consistency things.
That was a
bad consistency,
yeah.
and then just looking at it, just seeing that. You know what I mean? And the Alex, I'm gonna have Alex go ahead and unlock the password again here in a minute for you guys to start cracking some guesses out. But while in between now and the next time we eat something, please guys go ahead and shout out what you guys think we should eat. Pickled pig's feet. I don't know about that. What's the dinaguen or tamalak? Stephen Mui, I'd like to hear a little bit more about that. Everybody who donated during that, everybody who joined up as a member, thank you guys also for all of that support. I'm going to add AJ to the list right now. Let me spin the wheel really quickly, and then I'm going to give you guys the very first, or the final clue, and have Alex unlock the deal. So let me shuffle this list. Go full screen here. So I'm going to spin this wheel right now. You guys, the winner of this spin is going to get an Alex Fragi jersey. Alex will ship it to you himself. It's going to look very similar to this right here, what I got behind me. And I also got a sticker pack as well to give away to a lucky member. Let's go over here, spin the wheel, and then get you guys that final code. Oops, clicking the wrong thing. Spin the wheel. All right, if you guys are a member of the show, you get your name thrown up on the Jose! Mr. Jose Ignacio. Congratulations, Jose, for the Alex Fragi jersey and for the sticker pack. Spinning the wheel again. Matt Waters. Winner. Matt Waters is cleaning up out here. I think he won 2 weeks ago. Actually, he won the sticker pack already. Matt just won a sticker pack. So, Mr. Matt Waters, let me know if you even want this other sticker pack.
It's a pretty cool sticker pack.
It does, yeah. You guys, we give away, let's see. You got a bunch of stuff. You got the carbon stickers. Okay, you've got the MVP World Champ stickers. You got some other randoms here.
I just got a bunch of carbon stickers.
Those are in there. You got the Spick and Span show sticker. That one's a big one. Field 1, HK Army, HK Army, HK Army, and HK Army. You get all this stuff right here, stuffed into a nice little thing with your address posted on the front, signed by us.
Is this what's on the screen?
Oh, yeah.
You guys get to see all our analytics.
Yeah, that was the back. Whoops. That's how we do it. That's what's happening. That's what we got on the screens over here. So we're monitoring. We're watching. Okay. So Alex Fragi, let me get confirmation from Mr. Fragi right now that we're let's see here. Let's unlock it.
The password was not on that screen.
The password was not on that screen. That would have been a really good clue right there.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was like the camera was just I had it written down right here.
Yeah.
So in the actually one of the clues that we kind of gave as far as place was from 15. Actually, this is what
Matt Waters said. Let someone
Matt
else
Waters. All right, man. You got it, Matt Waters. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that support. You're the man.
I feel like I can taste the.
I know. We're gonna go back over here. We're gonna spin the wheel. We're taking Mr. Matt Waters off of the list. Well, actually, we don't need to take him off the list. We're giving that sticker pack away to someone else. Let's go over to the wheel of names.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Okay, we're spinning. We're going. Mr. Richard Edward. Ooh, I don't know who this is. Mr. Urine. Richard Uran. I know that I believe you won about a month ago or two. Mr. Richard, I believe, won a month or two ago. He won a G2 jacket, courtesy of G2 Paintball, former sponsor of the show, good friend. So congrats, Mr. Rich. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Yeah.
I've been dreading it since Saturday when you guys told me you got it.
Yeah. He
said, just stop talking to me about it. Ryan was like, who's going to eat it first? I'm like, I don't care. Just stop talking to me. I'm just going to do it.
He almost didn't show up. He almost didn't show up.
I really didn't want to do it.
Today. So, all right. Guys, I'm going to have Alex Fragi unlock right now. I'm going to give you the final clue.
Someone said, can you repeat the clues? But
so it's travel related. It is a place. It is a place that I have visited before in the past. Place that I really enjoyed. I think it's really cool. Somewhere I plan to go again. Here's the final clue, guys.
Bakersfield?
It's not Bakersfield, but I kind of want to go to Yosemite on the way home. I'm taking a road trip.
You've never been there?
I have been there. Yeah,
oh, you have?
Yeah, I have been only when I was a little kid. And we also just went to Hawaii. I'm going to Panama again. That's a pretty fun place. That Panama Paintball Club. Blake's going to be playing in my spot. Minnesota. I don't think I've ever been to Minnesota.
Antarctica.
I really want to go to Antarctica. I've never been to Antarctica. But I have been to Malaysia. That one's good.
The North Pole.
Yeah, the Vegas Bend and the Wheel algorithm. All right, guys. So Alex Fragi has just unlocked for everybody right now, so you guys are going to be able to guess. The final clue is, in the documentary 15, which we have mentioned several times throughout the show, Oliver Lang and I traveled to a specific place together. Where was that place? Remember, it's got to be all lowercase, okay? All lowercase letters. Jump over there right now. Let's see how everybody's kind of
Everyone's guessing, but I feel like if you knew it, you wouldn't want to show everyone else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you guys
are all throwing in your answers.
So make sure you guys have the phone up or whatever it is. And I don't know if you'd want to share the actual word. I've seen, let's see here, Langkawi is a place that Oliver and I have visited. That is true. And it was in a video as well. I don't believe that it was in 15, though. I'm not going to give you guys the exact answer. That's up for you guys. Oh, no. Locked him out. Mr. Weberton, Schaub. You got it. Oh, look at that. Joel. Hey, guys, comment below. If you guys get one, I would love for you guys to post it on your story. Tag me, tag whoever. For those of you guys who get me, let me know what your favorite one is also. I'm really stoked. I'm going to be getting mine tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Dizon got it, baby. Let's go. So the reason that we chose this clue in particular is because we wanted you guys to be a fan of the team. We wanted you guys to be a fan of Hormesis, of myself, because this is my signature series line, and Oliver and I both, traveled to these places before. I know that Alex and I have also traveled to a handful of different places. I'm fairly certain I did not eat pig anus either. That story might have been a little doctored, as you say. John Grable got the surfer. There we go. Yeah, Jay Stu. Well, I knew that Jay Stu would have got one already. if you guys did not get one,
And here's your next clue. If you guys are still asking, maybe scroll up a little bit in the comments. Because your comrades here are helping assist you.
Oh, wow. Sean Dolan guessed the password an hour ago.
Really?
Whoa.
Wasn't there another clue?
There was, and actually, there was a clue. It was kind of right in front of you the whole time. I have put in all of the letters. So if you read the description of the show, the first letter of every sentence spells out the word in the description. Also, as you guys are checking out everything, and you guys are, we got a FaceTime video from Alex Fragy right now. How's it going?
Going good. Are you guys done?
No, you're on live right now. What's up?
Hey guys, I just want to say, if you didn't get a headband, we have more in the pipe, and we are going to have some creative and fun ways that we're going to be releasing them, possibly even this Friday. So keep your eyes peeled and ears to the ground, and thank you for supporting us. Hopefully you enjoy your headbands, and join up with our Facebook group and get involved with the community.
Are the headbands sold out?
I don't know. I can look in a second.
Everybody's saying they're all sold out.
Yeah, they're sold out.
So I'm gonna. Wow, that was quick, dude. Hormesis, dude. And I want to give a big shout out to Alex and Hormesis. You know, I know we helped we had a hand in getting that email group list that you have up over 1,000 people. You guys with the drop got our viewers. This is our largest, our best show that we've had. This was fun. I hope everybody learned a little bit. I think you guys all had some fun. And yeah, this was pretty cool to get as many views as we had. A lot of you guys are participating in the comments on the side. We appreciate that. Got to give a huge shout out to everybody who supported it throughout it. And Mr. Dizon, you're gonna get another massive air horn. Dizon, might have gotten his hands on one because I know that you're a big fan of the team, so you obviously knew that the riddle was. You were able to solve it really quickly, so that was another big factor. It was kind of like having something that true fans will appreciate and know.
All right, well, we love you guys. I'm going to head off to the Filipino market and get some balut so I can get some energy to pack up these orders.
All right, man. Hope you don't run out of tape.
All right.
Bye.
Guys, if you did not get one, I am going to I'm going to have 3 of them tomorrow. I believe I'm getting a Sloan one and 2 surprises, and I might be able to snag a couple other ones if there's anything else left over. I know that they do have a blem or 2, which means that some of them were not. I know there's like a random number of headbands, so unless it's perfect, they're not going to send it out. So maybe some stitching is wrong. Maybe they spelled my name wrong or something like that. I don't know what the blems are from Hormesis, but I might be able to snag a couple of those. So hit me up, or I'll let you guys know in the side area, and hopefully you guys all will get a chance at the next drop. Again, we're gonna be doing some fun stuff, like you said, and get these things out to you guys so everybody has another fair shake. Whether it's gonna be a raffle, whether it's gonna be another special code, maybe we'll do another one with the Spick and Span show again.
Oh, I wanted to talk about one other little concept that's actually kind of an off-the-field concept. One of the players I was coaching this weekend had mentioned, he was like, man, we stopped like getting, hyped before we play. Like we stopped boosting each other up and motivating each other. And that's, that's for some teams, and you hear some teams that are really loud, and some other teams, like our team, Impact, we don't do a lot of like hoorah type noise. But, what I told them is that for a lot of your guys' teams, if you feel like that's lacking, and so you just want to like start yelling and say stuff to get people hyped up, I think a big part of that is it has to come from someone that everyone on the team respects.
Yeah.
And everyone listens. Like and I made a good example, and I talked about, you know, not like he's a hype man for you guys, but Yosh. Like, Yosh is kind of a quiet guy, so when he speaks, everyone shuts up and listens. And that's kind of how it needs to be, too, for your team. You know, everyone, the player that everyone looks at as, like, a wise individual, makes intelligent decisions, everyone respects. That's the type of player that you want boosting the team up and all the players, because they're going to take it and really go with it.
Yeah, and also, you know, just like speak to people's strengths.
Yeah.
That's super important. You know, boost everybody up when you guys are talking about that, because that was the same thing with us. It's like, we need to do something. Someone needs to say something, and everybody's like, Zach, you say something. He's like, God, I'm not the guy. Like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
He did a really good job. It is hard to be able to be that guy. You know what I mean?
It literally
It
has to come. You know, it's like at like a wedding. If you didn't plan a speech and then you're like, you know what, I'll say something, and you can tell when someone says something, it's like it's from their heart, and people can feel it, like empathetically. And I think that's a big, you know, reason. If you feel like deep down you want to say something that's really important, I think people will respect that, and it'll mean a lot more than you just saying, let's go, come on, you know. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey. Excellent, amazing show. We appreciate, like we said every time, we appreciate all your guys' support. You guys rock.
And we want to bring some going forward also too. Today was a big show. We didn't have a lot of time for it, but we want to bring some special guests on every time.
Yeah.
On the shrink right here.
Once Alex, we had Maddie and Alex on last week, and once we get, you know, once Alex is done, you know, once he's bored with us, we're bored with him, or he runs out of jerseys, something like that. Maybe we'll get Dave Baines on. Maybe we'll get, we talked about that. Todd Martinez is a great one. If you guys have anybody in particular that you guys would like to see on the Shrunken Box here, maybe we'll try to get Oliver Lang on. I don't know what the time change difference is, but he would be a great person to have sitting right here with us and talking a little bit about Hormesis and life. All right, guys. Hey. Thank you so very much.
Go get some Balut.
Go get some Balut. Shout out to the Philippines and Dizon and everybody else out there.
Thank you guys.
Who forced our hand into this. Let us know what we should eat better. All right, next time.
Appreciate the support. You guys fucking rock.
Let's go.
To go to